This is MarcAntonio Colonna, another paper ship. Hypothetical design for a major modernization of the Francesco Caracciolo-class of battleships that were laid down between 1914 and 15. Italy's first super dreadnought, armed with 380mm. So more paper. Hardly surprising, really, considering the recent addition of so many paper ships. We'll look at the armor. 25mm upper plating, 30mm fore-end armor belt. That's not bad. 300mm casemate belt armor, upper casemate of 220. Deck is 32. An additional plate of 32. These all around 40mm. What are these? The secondary guns? Oh yeah, they're underneath the secondary guns. Okay. 32. That is 19, 25. 25 is not great for a battleship. 150 under the turret. This part is not too bad. That's a vulnerability though. There is an element of sloped internal plating there, we can see. Actual citadel itself. Extremely raised. Runs from kind of like halfway on the turret itself to like the back third of the front turret. 220, 300. Deck is 80, that's not bad. That's part of the torpedo bulkhead. Bit of an odd looking bird. 54k at tier 8. Not exactly what I would call tanky. Veneto has 64k. Roma 65. Maggie 66. Alabama 63. It's very light on the hit points. 67. North Cal 69. Very light. Very light on the armor. Or hit points, I mean to say. Sorry. 54k only. You do get 4 repair parties. You also get the exhaust smoke generator, but very low on the hit points. In just a quick comparison to other tier 8s. That's decent, 49% torpedo protection damage reduction, but that is including vigilance, obvious. So main battery, 27-second reload on these 8 381mm guns. I will say that the max dispersion on these guns is very good. 188 meters. This is excellent. This is excellent. You get high explosive and sap. 5100 max damage, 24% fire chance, 64 millimeters of penetration on the high explosive, a shell speed of 880 meters, and armor piercing 12k max damage. That's not bad in terms of accuracy and reload and damage. Only thing is, range is a bit limited. 18.3. You are going to be fighting a lot of tier 10s at tier 8, which means you're going to have to start pushing up. But you got good concealment. Secondary battery with this configuration, just under 10 kilometers. These are semi-armor piercing secondaries. 12 of these 90mm single mounted. They're all up for structure. 2k max damage, 26mm a pen, and 860 per second shell speed. The secondary battery 152s, same range obviously, 12.4 second reload. They've got meaty damage, 3850. They can pen 42mm of armor and have a shell speed of 950 meters per second. So pretty decent looking secondary stats. Airstrike, your standard fare, 10 kilometers, 30-second reload, 2 flights, 1 aircraft, 2 bombs, pretty standard stuff. AA defense, 2 twin-mounted 20mm. 8 of these, what are they, sextuple launchers or AA guns, also 20mm, 8 twin-mounted 37mm, and then these 90mm secondary are dual purpose. 256 continuous damages on the low side. 5 of them, very limited range in that 3.5 to 4.6 kilometer range. Vector reinforcement is low and the firing range low, only 4.6. 30.5 is with the speed flag. It's actually sub 30 knots without the speed flag, 29 knots. Turning circle is okay, 740, and if play with it, 11.4 is good as with the steering gears mod 1. And not that great in terms of ability. Concealment is decent though. 11.7 kilometers. Detectability after firing main guns in smoke is 13.6. 13.6. How long does it? 66 seconds. The cooldown is just under 3 minutes. 66 seconds. You could essentially fire your guns 3 times. Smoke up and fire, say, outside of that detection range. You smoke and fire. You could fire 3 times undetected during one smoke. If you're outside of 13.6, got nothing within 13.6. More Italian premiums. Now, I don't know anything about the actual penetration of these. I'm guessing they're just standard 381mm guns. In any case, the MarcAntonio Colonna, currently in testing on the live server. If you happen to run into it.